Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. Poor Leeds fans, poor deflated uh, after that game out where this evening and everything. It's a frustration, with this team. 1 week elation last weekend, 4-3 winners. This weekend we're 4-3 losers. Leeds United surrendered a goal lead. We're 1 goal up 3 times in this game and ended up losing it. We're going to unpack it in this video. Let me know in the comments how you think. Did you go to London today to watch the boys play? And, and how was it? Obviously, we looked towards the starting 11 then. It was only one change. We all expected it to. I got it right on the predicted lineup. Nonto came in for the injured Harrison. Tottenham, on the other hand, they put in Richarlison instead of Perisic, I think. I cannot remember. It's on the screen anyway for you. But Richarlison started. It was a 3-4-3 formation for them. But we always seem to do in these last few games, we started extremely well, and it was that man, Chris Somerville. Again, lovely taken goal. This it's put through by Brendan Aronson, takes a couple of touches and pokes it, passes it past Lloris in the Spurs goal, and it's 4 goals in 4 games for him now. Record-breaking Chris Somerville. I think he's the youngest ever Leeds United player to do that. And Leeds United, it's breaking records today with this game. In all, in the wrong reasons as well, to be fair, as we'll get onto a bit later on. But yeah, I mean, then this one's contentious, isn't it, Kane? I mean, I must admit, people in the comments let me know how we actually played. I, again, struggled to get a stream for this game. But, it goes 1-1, and this one's, like I said, very contentious. But, of course, it's Harry Kane. Remember, Harry Kane's going to the World Cup as England captain, as a country's captain. Well, now, is it next Monday, the first game for England against Iran? You've got to boost his confidence, haven't you? Boost his confidence up. So, why not give him a goal? The goalkeeper, Meslier, was clearly impeded in this for this goal. It's like a rugby check, isn't it? He checks him. Meslier actually ends up in the back of the net. Harry Kane still had to finish it, which he did. But yeah, ludicrous really how that one was allowed. But we go 2-1 up again on the stroke, a couple of minutes before half time. That with the equaliser was like the 25th minute. This one was the 43rd minute. Bit of a, corner kick comes in, bit of head tennis, and, I think it's Cooper that heads it back in. Then Christensen flicks it on a bit further on into the penalty area, and it's a lovely first take from Rodrigo, who smashes it past Lloris. And it's funny, just a minute before that, there's a funny video captured. I saw it with a certain Tottenham fan giving, I don't know who, but it's a Leeds player. He's giving some grief, He's saying, "Oh, you're rubbish. You're playing for Leeds, this, that, and the other." Moments later, we score and go 2-1 up, and it remained that until half time. But in the second half, only 6 minutes into the second half, Ben Davies levels it again. Yeah, I mean, this one again, it's all about second balls, isn't it? I think it's Christensen who blocks the first shot, but it comes back to Davies, who hammers it into the net. Nothing really, Meslier can do about it, but, it's just disappointing, isn't it? We can't seem to be able to keep a lead for long. It's like we always start well in these games, but we're going to get pegged back because we always seem to do that. And it's happened again here today, and Ben Davies got it level. But then in the 76th minute, Leeds United go and score again. It's Rodrigo with his 9th of the season. People are giving Rodrigo a lot of grief, but I don't know why. You want your striker to be there and putting the ball in the net. Who cares if he's largely invisible for the rest of the game? He's the man to put the ball in the net. And he's got 5 in his last 4 games. It's incredible. Again, it's the first time in Premier League history, I think, that 2 players have scored 4 goals in consecutive matches, and obviously Rodrigo's got 5. This one was a lovely finish again. I think Cooper wins it in sort of the halfway line and passes it on. Rodrigo receives it on the left hand side and just cuts the ball across Lloris. Lovely finish for his ninth of the season, and he's going across to the travelling fans over there, over the right hand side, and it's looking maybe like we're going to get a win, an unlikely win. But of course, Luke Ayling comes on, defensive, tactics again from Marsh, making the decision to take Mark Rocker off and put Luke Ayling on, go to a back five. We crumble from that moment onwards. Bentancur smashes in the equaliser. It's a decent finish, takes a deflection off Ayling on its way in. Nothing really, again, Melier can do about it. But it's just frustrating. It's frustrating that the sort of defensive substitution seems to have hindered us here, when maybe it would have benefited us to go in, to just see if stick it at the same or go like for like and just keep pressing. You know what I mean? Keep pressing. Don't invite them onto us, and that's what they did. And then again, 2 minutes late, I think it was something like 2 minutes and 16 seconds between their equaliser and their eventual winning goal, the fourth goal, and it is that man Bentancur who. It's ridiculously bad defended by Robin Koch. I don't know what the hell he's doing, to be honest with you, um, on that right side. He sort of challenges Kulusevski, who had an all-round great game by the sound of it. Right on the byline, ridiculously bad attempt at a tackle, and it's put across and then put in the goal by Bentancur. To be fair, I think there was Doherty and all sort of lurking about. He could have probably put it in as well. Our defenders, I think it might have been Ayling and Cooper on the line, they just couldn't stop it. It goes 4-3, and then, it gets from bad to worse because Tyler Adams, is then sent off in the 87th minute for a second bookable offence. He just clipped the heels of the Spurs player, and he goes to the World Cup on the back of his first ever Premier League red card. I don't know whether he's probably got that many in his career either. So, yeah, red card for him. We capitulated at the end of the game, and it's really, really disappointing. So he will miss Man City at home on the return from the World Cup just after Christmas. But yeah, just all round the way they just capitulated. I've seen people blaming Marsh for his tactical decision. Maybe it was, it was a bit defensive, wasn't it? Immediately after we'd gone 1-0 up with sort of still 11, 12 minutes to play. Probably, in hindsight, I think he'll look back on it and probably think, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But, you make decisions and you stick with them in game, don't you? And yeah, probably wasn't the best decision, but then again, you'd expect your defence to defend better than they did with those last couple of goals. So, and I think we'd all have probably, I thought we would have a chance. We ended up running Tottenham really close in the end, but I thought we would. But the frustration is losing the game like that, isn't it? If we'd have just lost the game, like, I don't know, 2-0 or something like that, you'd have said, well, whatever. But, to come so close and be 1-0 up, 2-1 up, and then 3-2 up, and then to lose it 4-3, for me, it's unforgivable, and you shouldn't be doing that. You should be seeing the game out at 3-2. But Leeds didn't do that, and it's not good enough. And yeah, it's disappointing. Um, but we go again. It's the break now. Hopefully, it's a couple of tough games when we come back, but hopefully in the January transfer window we can do some business and get some much needed, probably defensive cover. Obviously, we all know about the striker option as well. We need as well, but we ran them close, but just defensively not good enough. You can't be You can't be having to rely on getting 3, 4 goals every time to win games. We need to be shutting games out, and it's just not happening. So yeah, frustrating day really. But attack wise, we're getting the goals in. Rodrigo's looking really good. Somerville 4-in-4 for him. Rodrigo 5-in-4 for him. So that side of the team, no complaints. Really, really good defensively. not good enough. Let me know in the comments below if you went. Let me know where we go from here. Are you looking forward to this World Cup break now? We're in an okay position in the league. I mean, a win today would have been really, really nice, and for a time it looked like we might get it. But it just wasn't to be in the end, unfortunately. Enjoy the break from Leeds United, really. I think we all need it after that. If we'd have won that game, we would have been, wishing the World Cup away, wouldn't we, really? As it is, we're probably, all looking forward to a little bit of a break now from Leeds. We'll be back on the 28th of December against Man City of all sides. But let me know in the comments what you thought of that. March on together. I'll see you on the next one.